All righty. What's up, chat? We are live. What's going on? Special guest is joining us this stream, and he is here. There he is, the man of the hour. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Yeah, we're live right now. We're just waiting on a few people to go ahead and enter the stream there, And I'm waiting for my co-host, actually. He went to go get something real quick. But real quick, I guess just off the top here. So we'll probably go over a little bit of house cleaning news, as I like to call it beforehand, just some updates regarding this whole situation that's been happening, because we've been covering it kind of from the beginning. But I don't know if you're familiar with our channel, but yeah, we've been kind of covering the situation since it really blew up in that first video, and we've just been trying to like stay up to date with everything to the best of our ability. So usually when we do these streams, we just end up covering whatever updates have come out and stuff like that, and just kind of going over stuff that we find along the way as well. So, but you have a pretty unique experience, man, that we're going to talk about tonight here. Because you were there, man. You were there. So it's pretty cool. So we're waiting on a few more people to join us here, but I guess I'll just go over this real quick because Ben had a hearing today. So I wanted to kind of go over this real quick for the chat because our buddy Pun King over on X, he's been doing a great job of kind of keeping up to date with the news and stuff like that regarding this situation. Dude's a legend, but he put out this what am I doing? That is the wrong thing. I am looking at the wrong thing there. My bad. Let's see. That was actually me asking Grok a question on why my camera wasn't working on StreamYards. Because I have a webcam as well, but for some reason it was like blocked. So I just recently fixed it. So you guys will get the face reveal tonight, even though I've revealed my face on the channel before. It's nothing new. But let me see if I could find that. Where's Punk King? Where you at, bud? Let me see. Let me go over. Give me 1 sec here real quick. I just had it and lost it. There it is. All right, here we go. Unofficial transcript. So this is the unofficial transcript of what went down today during the hearing. It was very short, very brief. Did you hear about this, Tyler?
Not really, no.
So this is from Ben's criminal hearing today. It's very short. It's like I think it was like less than like, I want to say less than like 5 minutes, or it was like maybe at most 5 minutes. So this is just kind of the transcript of what happened. So you hear, this is the judge in the case, Judge Stephen H. Schreiner. He says, all right, do we have is Mr. Williams online, which is one of Ben's criminal defense attorneys here, or his, I think his primary, I think the other one, I forget the other gentleman's name. But I believe he has two. So John Williams says, yes, Your Honor. Good morning. How are you? Then we have Judge Schreiner say, I'm doing well. How are you, Mr. Williams? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, sir. And then Judge Schreiner says, okay. And we've got Mr. Snyder online. He says, I believe he is here. Yes. And then Ben says, I'm here. Yes. Which I like. Ben is always just, yes. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, just a man, at times a man of few words, right?
Yeah.
When he wants to be, which is interesting. So, this is my co-host, by the way, Aura. Tyler's
Hello.
here.
What's up, Tyler? Nice to meet
you.
You.
It's good to meet you.
What's going on? We getting in? I'm just listening in the background.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm just going over the unofficial transcript of today's hearing, Aura. So then we have Judge Schreiner says, okay, we're here on case 261 ending 376, scheduled for a pretrial this morning. Mr. Williams, what's anticipated? And then John Williams says, Your Honor, I'm asking the court to give us another pretrial conference date. Mr. Delacino, that's the other attorney. That was his name. And I entered our appearance on June 24th, and I know that the city has responded to our request for discovery, and I know that we have some. Mr. Delacino and I were in a federal jury trial last week in St. George, and so we're sort of getting caught up on what's been provided right now. So if the court could give us a new date, that would give us a chance to go through what the city has provided. Then Judge Schreiner says, just in the normal course then, Mr. Williams. And then he says, Mr. Williams says, I have probably, Your Honor, what is the next available date? Maybe 30 days. And then Judge Schreiner says, about a month out. Where does Mr. Schneider live? Ben says, California, Los Angeles. Judge Schreiner says, okay. So I'm assuming you need a WebEx. And Ben says, yes. Judge Schreiner says, okay. Your Honor, if the court could consider September 1st, will these always be on Tuesdays or on Mondays? I apologize. The judge says Monday or Tuesday is fine. Then John Williams says Monday or Tuesday could if the court has availability on September 1st. And Ben, does that work for you? Ben says, yes. Judicial assistant says something that's unintelligible. Then judge says, yep. Yeah, that doesn't work for us. Then John Williams says, September, let me get past Labor Day, September 15th. Would that work? Judge Schreiner says, September 15th, 11 o'clock Utah time. Judicial assistant, we need fingerprints. Judge Schreiner, Mr. Schneider, did you do fingerprints? And Ben says, oh, no, I have to get those done still. Oh, man.
He's a funny guy.
Because I don't know if you heard, he's a funny dude. Yeah. I don't know if you saw there was a video, Tyler, where it was actually more leaked audio of when Ben was still representing himself and the judge. Yeah, you heard that? Okay, so Ben still hasn't gotten his fingerprints yet, so he's got to get on that. But it's just funny. It's just funny. But judge says, yeah, Mr. Williams, can you work with him and get those submitted? John Williams says, I will, Your Honor. We'll make sure that's taken care of. And the judge says, okay, anything else, gentlemen? John Williams says, no, Your Honor, thank you. And that's it. Judge says, okay, thank you. And that is what happened in court today. So you see not a whole lot of an update, just basically them extending it out. Apparently, dude, probably to get more discovery, Ben's got to get his fingerprints and just they got to get a little bit more prepared. That's all.
Yeah.
So that's where that's at. But yeah, Tyler, now that you're here, yeah, we want to, I guess we'll start by asking you what this whole experience has been like, man. Is we assume it's been a pretty crazy time for you with all the different things that have been happening, especially going back to now. You joined Ben, and I just want to clarify this. You joined Ben on this journey when he crossed the state lines into Utah, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I live here in Utah, actually.
Okay. So how did that all come about? Like, how did you and Ben hook up, and how did you get up to date on this situation? Were you following it on social media when Ben was posting about it? Was it something that you were already kind of well aware of before, you linked up with Ben?
Yeah. So, he told me about it. He hadn't posted anything about it he hadn't posted anything about it when he told me about it. But I worked with him a few years ago in LA. I was his cameraman for the end of his McCamey Manor series that he did a few years ago.
Okay.
And so, yeah, he reached out to me on Instagram and was like, hey, are you still in Utah? And I was like, I am. He's like, can I ship some stuff to your house? And I was like, sure. He's like, I'm working on this video. And he's telling me a little bit about the Lego stuff. And when he shipped the props for Lego Part 2 to my house, he realized that my house is actually 2 blocks away from Joshua Johnson's house. So he's like, holy crap. Yeah, he's like, dude, you live actually 2 blocks from this guy I'm doing this video on. You should help me with this video. And then, yeah, that's right when I got started with working with him.
Yeah, I do recall you saying that.
That's a crazy coincidence.
In the video, now that you mentioned
it's
that.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so you live in American Fork.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That's wild, man.
So I have a question. John, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. All right. So Tyler, have you ever experienced any crazy stuff, or were you aware of any crazy incidents with the American Fork Police Department?
No, I've never I'd been pulled over one other time, but not a bad experience. So I was unaware of anything. I didn't know it was gonna happen.
No, yeah. Yeah, because I find it interesting because of the whole Ben situation, John and myself and others, plenty of others, have been looking back at the American Fork Police Department's history and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, we found some crazy stuff that's happened in American Fork that's pretty nuts. So I was wondering, had you ever heard about anything like that, prior to the Reckless Ben stuff? Yeah.
I have not, no.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen. So there's this channel called Lackluster who has been really kind of diving deep back into some of the incidents that American Fork has had in regards to just like clear like violations of civil rights and stuff like that. And what in some of the videos, so in one of the videos, there's an instance where they go to somebody's house and they go there with the intent to cite the person based on just one side. And I'm sure this sounds familiar to you. Based on just one person's side of the story, they go to this lady's house because they say this other lady called the police on her and she told her side of the story of what happened. But then they go to the other lady's side. They don't have any intention of getting the other lady's side of the story. They just want to go to her house and cite her and stuff like that. But then the husband of the lady in question that they're going to go cite, who they haven't even spoken to yet, is like, well, if you're not coming to my house, like you got no reason to come here. And then they go, right. They first call the American Fork Police Department calls. And then he's like, yeah, don't come over here basically. And I don't want to talk to you guys. Then they actually go and show up to the guy's house at like 10:30 at night. Right. And they're like, oh, we want to speak to your wife. Come open the door, blah, blah, whatever. And they're like, dude, go away. I'm not opening my door. Like, why are you here?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like, why are you here? And then they're like, well, your wife, this, that, or the other. And just like, yeah, no, look, I'm not going to open the door for you guys. So you guys need to go away. So he ends up calling the sheriff's department to have somebody come out from the sheriff's department. He's like, I'll open the door for the sheriff's department, but I'm not opening the door to you guys, to American Fork PD. So what ends up happening is because they can't get these people to open the door, like the officer who's, you see the point of view from, who I believe is Officer Kitchen is his name. He gets so triggered. He ends up like, trying to like find a reason, find another reason to like cite these people. And like the person that he calls on the phone, and this is something I think you'll find interesting. The person that he ends up calling on the phone for like advice, like, hey, these people didn't open the door. Like, what should I do? It's actually Lieutenant Adamson.
Dang. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah. And Lieutenant Adamson tells him, get this. And this is going to trip you out, because I know you've seen the Sheldon body cam and stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever, right. He tells Officer Kitchen to cite them with obstruction.
Dang.
For not opening the front door.
Interesting. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. With the same
John,
thing.
How did Adamson become lieutenant?
Oh man, that's even worse. So you know what? I feel like I should just show you, Tyler, because this is crazy, man. I think we should just show you at this point, because, and I'll try to we won't go through the whole thing because there's other things that obviously we want to go over with you. But here, I'll just show you how Adamson got his promotion to lieutenant. And this is nuts, dude. Hold on, let me show you this.
The incident was worse than I thought it would be.
It's the most egregious incident of what we've heard so far that has been made public. At least it's on body cam in regards to the American Fork Police. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So let me. I'm just going to show this, and we've seen this on stream before, but this was the incident right here. So this was a few years back. I believe it was back in 2020 when this incident happened, and it's regarding this gentleman here. But here, I'll just start it from here.
It like knocked the wind out of me instantly. I'm good. All I could think of was to tell him stop, don't, and try and protect my face, because he went to instantly punching me in the head and face. I'm good. You can't respond to what they're telling you.
Just to give you a summary of what's going on here. So this guy was in the parking lot of a Target. He was waiting for his girlfriend to come out. He was putting his belongings into her car because he was meeting her there. Now, people called the cops on him because they thought that he was breaking into cars, when really all he was doing was putting his stuff into his girlfriend's car. Because like I said, he was waiting for her to come out of Target. So people kind of, they misconstrued the situation, basically. Real quick, let me thank you so much, Rick, for the 2. He says, hats off to Tyler.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So he was waiting for his girlfriend to come out. The American Fork police are called. They come out. They approach him in the parking lot. They basically tell him to get down. You know, they say something to him, but you don't hear it because the body cam is conveniently either muted or redacted. We don't know. But they say something to him. You know, they tell him to get on the ground. He starts to comply. He gets down on his knees, puts his hands behind the back of his head. And an officer just out of nowhere, man, just bum rushes him, tackles him to the ground. Dude goes head first into the ground, ends up getting concussed. And then they just proceed to just beat the ever-loving dog crap out of him.
Oh, my goodness.
While tasing him.
Yeah.
While tasing
him.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
No, it's wild. So after this incident, Adamson got promoted to lieutenant. It's pretty fucking crazy.
That's insane. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yep. Adamson is in this
When
footage.
you're being tased like that and punched
let me see if
in the
I
face and
can-
head at the same time, I would say that he probably punched me 30 times.
I'm good. I'm good.
So
I'm
right
good.
there, they've already.
Shut the fuck up. I'm good. I'm
Wow.
good.
So he's not resisting. They've already tuned him up, and basically, you know, he's not a threat. And what's crazy about it is that when it was all said and done, they actually charged this guy with assault on a peace officer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what happened to the cops? Nothing?
So nothing. So he ended
No.
up settling with them. He ended up, you know, he obviously sued them. He ended up settling with them. Nothing really happened to them in terms of disciplinary action. And Adamson, who was the guy that deployed the taser on him, ended up getting promoted to lieutenant right after
That
this
is
incident.
crazy. What the heck?
Yep. So that's
man,
like
it
a little
goes
bit
deep.
of a, there's a lot. Like I said, if you know, we could probably do it on another stream where we could, like, you know, just go over this stuff with you, or I could send you the videos if you want to watch them when you
Mhm.
get a chance. But it's like this incident. There's another incident where they go to this lady's house, and literally they go there to cite her. Okay, they don't go there to serve her a warrant. They go there just to cite her. And what ends up happening is that they barge into this woman's home. You know, they try to arrest her, even though they have no grounds to arrest her. You know, they
Yeah.
don't end up arresting her, but they barge into her house. It's so insane. It's just like, and they do it based on the neighbor's testimony, because her and the neighbor were in a dispute. They had been in a dispute for years. They had even been in some kind of legal dispute prior to that. So the American Fork Police Department, they had gone out and talked to her neighbor. And here's the crazy thing. Her neighbor was saying, so the lady who ended up getting accosted, her name was Janine Thorpe, and her neighbors were the Sanchez's. And I forget we'll say Mrs. Sanchez, right? Mrs. Sanchez was basically, you know, she called the police, and she was claiming that Janine was throwing rocks at her from her property.
Uh-huh.
And she said, you know, I recorded it on video, but you can't see it on video. You can't see Janine doing it, but I know that she's doing it. And it's like, well, I mean, you didn't catch her in the act, right?
Mhm.
She's just basically hoping that the officer will take her word for it. She's like, you know, she throws rocks at me. I've never caught her on film, even though we have cameras all over the property. Not a single one of her cameras ever caught Janine Thorpe throwing rocks at her, or anybody from the Thorpe resident throwing rocks at her. But they decided to just take her word for it.
Wow.
That was true, even though, and they never talked to Janine Thorpe or the Thorpe family about it at all. They just assumed that they were guilty. They went over there, they barged into their house, they tried to arrest Janine, and currently, right now, Janine is suing the American Fork Police Department. Is currently in a lawsuit right now that hasn't been settled.
Dang.
Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff, man. It's like, so it's not just an instance of what happened to like you guys. There's definitely a pattern here. And there's been lawyers, specifically a lawyer here on YouTube called Clearly Established, that actually went through the training records of the American Fork, some of the officers that you guys dealt with, like Tonga and like Adamson and people like that. He went through their training records, and he found that 9 of them that you guys dealt with don't have any kind of civil rights training whatsoever, which is insane.
They
Yeah.
have PR training though. They have PR training, like
Yeah,
public.
But they have
PR
PR training, which is hilarious. Yeah, they have public relations. Two of them had public relations and media training, but had no civil rights training.
Well, like the cool thing too, Tyler, is I don't know if like you realize this, but I think what you guys did and what you had to go through with these specific police will help the other people that have had problems with them. You know, like the Thorpes, for example. Yeah, that might actually help their case. Yeah. So you guys did more than you even probably realized. So, you know, like you're probably helping a lot of people that you never knew you needed to help.
For sure.
So,
Yeah.
I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, because now, you know, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I had read that American Fork has a population of like 37,000 people. That's not about right?
Like yeah.
So it's basically, it's a city where most people, like, I'm guessing a lot of people know each other. It's very communal in that sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting because while we've been following this, we realize like it's basically like a small city, you know, police force that now like the whole world knows about, because it's no longer just a internet story. It went from internet to international to now like just global. Even global news sources are like covering it now. So it's it's like your city there is just basically your police force is like the most infamous like police force because of this. So
I don't know.
yeah, it's
It's pretty wild. I don't know. There's a whole Facebook group dedicated to like just shitting on the AFPD, bro.
Oh
It's pretty
yeah, I've
wild.
seen that. That's pretty funny.
You've seen it, bro. I'm in there, bro.
Yeah,
I'm in there
it's so funny.
sharing videos and shit. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's a good source of info too. You know, sometimes like that's where certain cases came up and stuff like that. So
Wow.
but yeah, you guys really sparked something. You guys sparked something like I call it legendary. I don't know if you agree, because like the way I put it is basically, you know, Reckless Ben ultimately took down a corporation and a police department at the same time. No YouTuber, I think, ever has done that, nor will be able to do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes me want to ask a question here. So when you got involved with this story and stuff, right, and Ben kind of filled you in on where it was at to the point where he met up with you in Utah, did you guys think this is going to be? Did you feel like when you were doing this with Ben, were you like, oh, this will probably be as big as McCamey Manor, or did you ever have a sense, oh, this might be bigger, or it was just another video? Like, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, he already had a rough draft for part 1. They already finished like all the Oregon stuff, and then he like sent me up like what he had done in Oregon, and I was like, this is like just as crazy as McCamey Manor, if not crazier. Like, this is so sick. So I thought like it might do as well as McCamey. I don't know. Ben's videos usually get like 500,000 views, right? But that's just kind of what I thought it would be. But like, yeah, it's covered by like nationwide now, so it's crazy. I didn't expect it. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Like, in a sense, it's pretty cool. I mean, the stuff you guys had to go through seemed like bullshit, but you know, still.
Yeah, how was that too for you? Because I assume you had never been put in a position like that, right? Where you before, where you had to like get out of your car, have the cops basically toss your car.
Oh yeah, never.
Yeah, like that had to have been kind of surreal, and then to get like arrested after that in a like raid. You know what I mean? That's over something like really so flimsy, right? Because they came in there. Yeah, it's like, what were you thinking throughout that whole thing? Like, how surreal was that for you to be like, man, you know, this is like, okay, first I get pulled over, my car gets tossed. They say I'm on drugs. I'm obviously not on drugs. But then now you're a few days. How long after was the raid? I think the very next day or the day after that,
yeah,
right?
2 days after getting accused of drugs, yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so it's just like in 2 days' time, you go from that to like now you're getting arrested in this raid. It's just like, was there ever a point where you were just like, did you feel like, oh shit, you know, like maybe I'm done here, or you're in it to the end?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty much done as soon as I got accused of drugs. I was like, dude, dealing with the police here sucks. And people ask me like, is it hard to like stay nice to the police? And it's like, no, because I'm scared of them. Like They
That's a good
intimidated
answer.
me when they're telling me like, oh, we're just gonna scare him a little bit and let him go. Like that worked. Like they actually did scare me. I usually don't deal with police. So basically, after that day, I was like, pretty much done with the video. I was like, I can't be dealing with the police anymore. This is like out of my comfort zone. But I did just hang out with them at the Airbnb, and even just hanging out at the Airbnb, I guess, still got me arrested, which is super funny.
That's
that's wild because
so
you were
funny, bro.
Yeah,
wow, because you're just expecting at that point. It's like, all right, look, I'm not gonna do this, but I'll come chill for a little bit. And you're just like, what the hell? Like, what? It's like they barge you through the door with guns. You're like, what? No, I was trying to avoid this.
Yeah,
that was the more
exactly,
intense part too. That's the craziest shit, bro. Oh
Mhm.
my god. Rube has a question for Tyler, by the way, John.
Yes, I see it. All right, Rube, thank you so much for the 5 Australian. Question for Tyler: did they really hurt Ben's arm? He's got 3 questions here, so I guess we'll go with the first one. He wants to know if they really hurt Ben's arm.
Oh yeah, I think they did. Yeah, it seems like he was in a little bit of pain, but he was already in pain beforehand. So
okay, and then he says his next question is: did the AFPD try to get you to incriminate Ben?
Oh yes. When they arrested me, they didn't even tell me that I committed a crime. They're just like, "How do you know Ben? What has Ben been up to?" They've only been asking me questions about Ben and not like telling me that I was under the suspicion of a crime. So is that exactly that?
So their focus was entirely on Ben then.
Yeah.
So his third question is, did you feel the AFPD were acting oddly then?
Oh yeah, of course. Like right off the bat, like they pulled me over for a stop sign and I knew I didn't run the stop sign. Then they tell me I'm on drugs and they can see it in my eyes. I know for sure they did not see drugs in my eyes. So they're definitely acting oddly for all that.
Yeah.
They could sense it within you, bro. They could sense the drugs within you.
Yeah.
So
That's
ridiculous.
I think,
real quick,
what is it? Somebody.
Yeah, Rick with the 2. Thank you. Why do so many cops have this extreme God complex? Well, I think it's because a lot of them are like how we see with AFPD. Some of them are poorly trained. I think some of it is a combination of ignorance and arrogance. Honestly,
It could be a multitude of things, like what is it? You have like that one manager at work who's power hungry and is like always just does whatever he wants, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some people could be in love with the badge, like I think, what's his name? The guy we're talking about, Obstruction Man.
Oh,
Adamson.
yeah. Lieutenant Adamson. Yeah.
Adamson. I think he's just like a power hungry prick, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, he definitely comes across that way, especially in the Sheldon body cam.
When he's talking to Richardson, he's like, oh, he didn't do it. Well, his feeling, like no matter what you tell him, he's gonna find a way to get what he wants. You know what I mean? That's it's just how it comes across. Well,
that's the other thing too. So when you guys were pulled over and they were like searching your car and swearing that you were on drugs, right? Because there's like, we see it in your eyes and all this stuff. The part that stood out to me was when you looked at the other officers, is like, can you see it? And he's kind of like, yeah, kind of like he's like unsure. He's like unsure, but he has to like agree with his colleague. He's just like he sounded uncertain, but it's like he doesn't want to. It seemed like he didn't want to like go against his colleague there. So
that was super funny.
Yeah, so he just kind of wanted to agree, but it reminded us of this scene. Have you ever seen the Boondocks, Tyler?
No, I haven't.
So it reminded us of this scene from the Boondocks. I have to put it here because it was kind of funny. That whole situation with that interaction with you and them reminded us of this right here. And I'm sure if the chats has seen the Boondocks, they're gonna know. I think you'll get a kick out of this though, because this is like totally your situation, man.
Yeah, slow your roll, Chief. You guys have to pay first. Damn, chill out, Aladdin Hussein. You know I'm good for it. Hey guys, you know the rules. No exceptions. Cash only.
Chat knows where this is going.
Look, he got a weapon.
Whoa, wait a minute now. Put the gun down.
Gun? What gun? I'm not holding gun. Guys, it's me, Ed. Your father helped me build this store.
Put down the weapon. Put it down.
There is no weapon. Lord,
Drop the weapon.
I don't see a weapon.
There is no weapon. They're robbing the store.
I am not holding a weapon. I am not holding a weapon.
Officer, this motherfucker got a gun pointed at you. You want to die?
What?
Do you want to die?
I don't want to die.
He does not have a
So stupid.
Trust me. The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
I don't see a gun. Man, fuck this shit. Whose side you on? Mine or this motherfucker who's obviously of terrorist descent? Wait, I think I can see the gun now.
Good.
That's basically what happened to you, man. When you're just like,
Yeah.
can you see it? And the officer's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I think I can see
I
it
can
now.
see it. I can see it now. It's
So
like, yeah, Tyler's on something. I see
That's so funny.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Yeah.
and scaring people into getting what they want is like a repeater pattern that they have. You know, I think that's how they got the lady to take down the sign or get her to take it down. Because I think they're like, oh, you'll be in trouble too, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things with all this too is when you see I don't know how much of the body cam have you seen all of it or most of it or
Yeah, pretty much all of it. Yeah.
so I mean I'm sure you've noticed how they always like when it comes to taking somebody's they always seem to take the side of whoever calls the police first. That's what it comes across. And if you look at like past instances with the with the American Fork Police Department, that is definitely a pattern that they have. They have a bias towards whoever is the one doing, or I should say for the person that's reporting the crime first, they will kind of be on their side.
Yeah.
They're quick to just take that person's side and not really do the due diligence of asking the other side. Like with you guys, right? They didn't bother really, you know, their way of talking with you guys was more like they assumed your guilt immediately. You know what I mean? Like with you, right? You get pulled over, they say, hey, there's drugs in your car. Our dog says there's drugs in your car. My spidey sense says that you're on drugs because I could see it in your eyes. you know all this stuff. They just immediately assume that you guys are guilty. Obviously you didn't have drugs in your car. Obviously you were not under the influence. You know what I mean? Obviously Ben is not under the influence of anything, right?
Yeah.
Obviously you guys have no kind of drugs on you.
Yeah.
But yet,
Well-
go ahead, Aura.
Yeah, no, because I was gonna say, Tyler, did they breathalyze you?
Oh yeah, I blew all zeros and everything.
That's what I thought. I was like, not only that, but like you passed their tests and they still like held you guys there.
Yeah, they made me do like multiple sobriety tests, like the walk in the straight line, the follow the eyes. I feel like I passed everything like perfectly though. Like there's no way, but they told me it's still suspicious. We're gonna have the canine.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Bro, because
so
especially
that's
after the
it.
breathalyzer, yeah, you hitting zero on the breathalyzer
I
should
hit
have just
zeros
they should
and
have
walked
packed
in
it
a
up.
perfect line. Yeah, and it's still suspicious. We're gonna send the canine out. So
That's what I. Yeah, that's
Well, it was
what I'm
wild
trying to
because-
stress right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild because you even offered them like, hey, you guys could draw my blood. I'll pee in the cup. I'll do whatever you guys
I'll
want.
do whatever you want. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And still, and I mean, and obviously those would have come back, clean. But yeah, it's stuff like that they have a pattern of doing. And I think that's also part of the reason why people got so angry about this story with you guys, because they can see that they're basically just trying to railroad you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're just doing it based on the word of bad actors like, Eamon and Josh and, people like that who are saying all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like you see with the body cam footage where they go over and they talk with Josh. Did you see the when the one officer had taken the papers from Ben and said, hey, I'll serve these for you.
Oh yeah.
Goes over to Josh, has them in his hands. And then he's like, Josh even asked to take a peek at them, right? Before that, Josh had actually requested the papers. He said, go ahead and bring them. Go ahead and bring them. They're fake, right? He tells the officer to bring him the papers. The officer gets them from Ben, says he will serve them on behalf of Ben. Goes to Josh, right? He's right in front of Josh, has the papers in his hand. Josh asks to take a peek at the papers. The officer says, hey, no, because that might put me in a spot, which is insane because he had just offered Ben to serve the papers. So then now he's at a point where he's inappropriately basically refusing to serve the papers because there's a possibility. And at that point, he hadn't confirmed if they were real or not, but he still kind of like the officer tried to protect himself, but also he's protecting Josh at that point, right? From serving him the papers because he's trying to protect his own ass. He doesn't want to be caught in the middle of it. That officer then goes back, confirms that is a legit filing, that it is a legit filing. The papers are real, goes back, tells Josh that they're real, still doesn't serve him the papers after the fact.
Yeah.
And crazy about it, right? After saying that he would do it, the biggest thing that came out of that situation was Ben said something that turned out to be true. Okay? He actually said something that turned out to be true that the police officer corroborated. Okay. But yet Ben still ends up being the one to leave in handcuffs after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though something he said to be true was actually true. And there's multiple instances where you see, like, did you see the other Mormon gentleman that went to Josh's house to talk to him?
Yeah, I did.
So if you watch that footage, do you remember the part where Josh came out to talk to the cops and he was like, oh, he was trying to get inside my house. He was trying to open the window. He was trying to open the door. And then he shows the officer his Ring camera footage on the phone. And in the body cam, you could see the officer looking at it. And in none of that footage, none of what Josh says or claimed that this young Mormon gentleman was doing, he's not doing any of it.
Yeah.
So even the proof that Josh provided to police, right? The proof that should corroborate Josh's story doesn't match up with his story. So he's clearly lying.
Josh is
right?
dumbass.
Exactly. For real.
So it's just like you see this time and time again, where it's just like he's actually caught in a lie. But they still give him deference. They still give him grace, and they still decide to accommodate him. At the end of the day, which is insane. So
very crazy.
Real quick, Joe Bowers with the 10, appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. I wish you guys all the best. You need to understand you're not fighting a legal case, but against criminality. All they have to do is slap the word law, and that gives them the right to do whatever they want. Well, hopefully not much longer with how things are going. Yeah. But I wanted to go over some body cam with you. So this is... Actually, here it goes. Because I did want to ask you about this part here. This was like at the very beginning where they pulled you over right after the supposed you didn't stop all the way. So
what's up, my man?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
My name's Officer Richardson with American Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop. You didn't come to quickly stop at it.
I didn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. Do you have a driver's license on you?
Yeah, I do.
Appreciate you. Those boxing gloves?
Yeah, so we got like a purge mask. We got a bunch of camera equipment. We film YouTube videos. So.
Oh, dope, sweet.
Yeah. Oh, you don't need my registration, do you?
No. If you have insurance.
Yeah.
And then just the driver's license. Yeah. Oh,
Shoot,
sorry. I just dropped that. He's got one in the car.
My insurance is on my phone. Is it cool if I pull
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I'll just give you mail.
I'm so sorry that I didn't.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
So if I remember correctly, I think Tonga comes later, but there's a point where one of these officers, I think you asked them if you could film, right? I think it's
oh yeah,
was it this officer?
I think so, yeah.
And he says no or something, or we got body cam, so you don't have to, or something.
Oh yeah, that was the next day. That was on the drug search, yeah.
Oh, it was for that. Okay. All right. Maybe that's the one I should. So this is okay. So maybe I should actually bring up that one. Thank you so much for the 2. John Dickens, half of AFPD showed up at trespass and traffic stops. Yeah. that was another thing too. Did you find that weird that it's just like anytime, like, like, because for that one, right? They had what, like 3 officers there? It looked like.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
It's just
Well,
like,
I think didn't they stall him so Tonga can make it at that point?
They did. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right. That's what I thought. They wouldn't let him leave. And then Tonga shows up and then he's like, oh, I don't know, man.
And then starts giving us like dad advice and stuff like that. That was super funny.
yep, we do things differently here.
He did do that.
Yeah.
You stupid ass.
How many times did you hear them say that, by the way? We do things differently here. Was it just that one time, or
I think it's the one time, yeah.
because it in the video where they pull over where they not pull over, but where they talk to the Mormon gentleman.
Oh
too,
yeah, I saw that.
they say it to him too. They say that same exact line. They say, you know, we do things a little differently here. They say it to him too, which is like, okay. It's just like,
I cannot wait. I'm so sorry, but I just can't wait till they go to court. If they go to court, I cannot wait to hear the reason behind what the hell that means, that they play differently.
Yeah.
I want to know how the hell they're going to answer that.
Yeah, that's freaking wild. That's a wild thing to say while you're literally recording your interactions with people.
So funny.
You know,
Violating people's civil rights.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's insanity, man. All right, let me see. I think this is the one, because this is another one I wanted to ask you about, which I thought was pretty egregious. Because there was I'm sure if you haven't caught the last couple streams, I know how Sheldon feels about this guy. He's made it pretty abundantly clear how much he
Oh, no.
how much he likes this next guy here that we're going to talk about. But I'll just go ahead and play this here, and then because we got some questions for you, Tyler, regarding this particular guy.
Sounds good.
I think you know it's coming.
I do.
All right, so let me go ahead and raise this here. So this is Tonga, by the way, approaching this guy. Tonga's about to show how they do things differently there.
Yeah.
Just get the 28 for it. Should be good. Hello. That individual just called because he's had a few weird incidents.
Oh, actually?
Sorry?
Oh, actually.
So this guy here, tell me about this guy, how you met him, like how he fold here. What's the scoop with this guy? Right?
Yeah.
Because it seems like you had more interactions with him than I think Sheldon did.
Oh yeah. So right after this incident, he met at my house in American Fork, and he was like, "Oh, I got the cops off of us, guys. I just told them I was sitting here waiting for a date." That's like what he told us. And now the body cam footage is out. Yeah, now the body cam footage is out, and that's obviously not what happened. It's a lot more than just telling the cops that you were just, "Oh, I'm just waiting for a date." Like, no, he didn't get the cops off him. Super funny. Definitely lied about a lot of things. This is crazy.
Did he ever apologize? Did he apologize about that?
No, he just defended himself. He was like, "I just did it. The only reason I told the cops that is so I could get myself out of trouble because I've been in trouble in the past and stuff like that." So he's just defending himself.
So here's the
crazy.
thing.
I'm sorry. Go
ahead. Go ahead. Or
no, I was going to say, because I think he brought up his own charges. I don't even think they knew about them until he told them.
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of just spilled the beans on that, and he's like, "Oh, I've done this before." And they're like, "Really?" Like, fucking, that's crazy.
Super funny.
So here's the thing with that, right? Like, I would understand that as a defense, for the situation that followed this one, right? Mm-hmm. Because this was before Sheldon got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So I would understand that defense if it was around the time that Sheldon got arrested. I would understand him freaking out because, oh shit, he just got arrested. I don't want to get arrested, right? And he panics. He panics and he starts to fold, and it's just like, maybe if I cooperate and I say this, that, or the other. But what's weird about this, right? there's no point in time where they, at least that I saw, where they are like making any kind of gestures. They might kind of say like, hey, you got to be careful with what you do because you could get yourself in trouble. But they never at any point, at least that I saw, make any kind of hard implication that they're going to arrest him or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yet he just starts like spilling the beans, man.
Facts.
And what's crazy is, and this is one thing we noticed too, like when we were going over this as well, because this happened prior to the Sheldon arrest, right? It's pretty obvious that what this guy said gave the AFPD a narrative, because when they were asking like Sheldon, oh, you're getting paid for this, right? They say it like kind of declaratively towards Sheldon. And it's because we believe it's because of him, because he basically says, hey, I'm getting paid in this footage. You know?
Well, like the crazy thing is too, I don't think they even asked to see like certain things that he decided to show. Like, I don't think they ever asked for Ben's text. I think he just offered them up.
Yeah, he was like, I can show them to you if you want. Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
Yeah, he totally just like offered them up, and it's fucking wild. But I was gonna say, so Tyler, I kind of have a question for you, like perspective speaking. If he went back to you guys and like just told you like, hey, I fucked up, you know, the pressure got to me, I outed everything, like, would you guys have like, you know, been kind of cool about that, or how would you guys would have reacted, like if he would have told you, yeah, I spilled everything?
Yeah, Ben doesn't really get mad at anything, so I think he would have forgiven him, but like maybe not put him in those situations again for the rest of the video. We probably wouldn't have. Yeah, I don't know if we would have had him appear anymore.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have hurt him really if he was just honest with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. And if anything, it probably would have saved us too. If he would have just, I don't know,
like prepared you guys that you know they got all this info.
Yeah, they got all this info. Like, let's come up with a better game plan or something. I don't know. So
yeah,
that's a shame.
Yeah, because I mean, because if he had at least told you guys like, hey guys, look, hey, I'm really sorry. The pressure got to me. I thought I might get in trouble, so I kind of spilled the beans on some things. I think at least if he would have warned you guys and let you guys know what to expect because of what he revealed to the police, and he reveals a lot, dude.
Yeah,
he gives them Ben's number, he shows them pictures, he shows them video, because initially when Tonga's looking through his phone, it's actually, you could see it in Tonga's body cam, it's a video of Josh.
Yeah.
So it's like he basically showed him all this stuff. There was no point where he honestly even had to show his phone or give his phone over. He could have been like, no.
Yeah.
He didn't even have to answer any questions. He could have been like, yeah, I'm not answering any of your questions. And all he needed to ask, I mean, and look, I get it. Maybe, you know, I would think because of what he says that he's been in trouble before, that he would at least work on the law a little bit and know what his rights are.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have to answer questions. And all he has to ask is, officer, am I being detained? And if they say, no, am I being arrested? No. Okay, well, then you have a good day. Bye. And driven off, you know? And just said, hey, you know, I'm not answering any questions. So, but I get that some people, because, you know, they see police, they might immediately panic and are not necessarily aware of their rights. But it just seemed very weird to me that his just default was just tell him everything and it was for the best, when a lot of times that's, you know, that's not how police operate. Just because you think that, well, if I tell them everything, it'll be good. That's not exactly how it works.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing.
I mean, I find it disappointing, and I think it speaks a lot to one's character when they can't even take accountability or at least apologize to the people
exactly.
They could have gotten hurt in that raid. You know, like Ben's arm got messed up. Like they could have got somebody really hurt, you know, with stuff like that. So,
and again, and it's like, and again, look, I'm not, and just for the record here, I'm not blaming him for the raid or anything like that. But you have to factor in that a lot of what he told the police here helped to build a stronger narrative against you, Ben, Sheldon, and everybody else because of the things he willingly offered up. It definitely helped to paint a much worse picture, I should say, right?
Sure.
In regards and manage the expectations of the police a little bit in that regard, right? Of how they were going to deal with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and that's unfortunate. That's what I think is unfortunate. And what's crazy, dude, when we streamed on Saturday, we realized that he recently did a video with Ben.
Oh yeah.
The night before the protest that you and Ben went to.
Oh, it was the day after the protest, actually.
It was the day after because
it might have been the same night. I think it was the same night, actually.
Because I thought it was
yeah, I got invited to that. It was at the cell tower.
Yeah, that was the night after.
I think that was the same night of the protest, actually. So the kid didn't show up to the protest because he didn't want any part of that, and then invites Ben to the cell tower. They invited me too, and I was like, that kid's going to be there? I don't want to be there. So I just didn't show up. But yeah, I was invited there. I think it was the same night as the protest.
Because I thought it was the night before because I saw Ben's Instagram where he posted the Instagram story of getting pulled over by the police.
Pulled over. It could have
been. Yeah. And it was from that incident because I guess when they were at the cell tower, they had the police called on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when they were leaving, they got pulled over by the cops or whatever. And I guess nobody in the car said anything and they just ended up letting everybody go. But
yeah, it was so recent, actually.
Yeah. But it's just, I mean, does Ben know? I mean, Ben has to know that this guy, ran his mouth.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah.
Ben doesn't really get mad at people.
God bless that guy. God bless that guy.
Yeah.
God bless his heart, man. He seems too precious for this world, though. You know what I mean? Because and I'm not saying, I'm not even saying I wish anything really bad to happen to this kid. I think he needs accountability, though. I think for sure he needs to be held to account for what he did. He needs to apologize to all you guys. I think it was all of you an apology. And I think he just needs to own up to his mistake. You know what I mean? Because that's the only way you grow in situations like this.
I was going to say, because there's nothing wrong with being afraid. There's nothing wrong with cracking under the pressure. It happens, But at the very least, hey guys, I need to talk to you. Things are not good right now. You know?
Yeah.
So
it warned you guys. Yeah, he should have at least warned you guys at the very least, because he had. I mean, I don't know if he ever expected that the body cam would come out and show that he's not a reliable narrator.
Well, I think it came out redacted, John. So all that was kind of cut out at first, wasn't it?
Maybe some of it was. Yeah, maybe some of the information.
I thought we reacted to the redacted footage.
We did. Yeah, we did go over this and we were kind of like, okay, how does this fit into everything? And I remember when we first watched this because we didn't know the entire context of his involvement, Tyler. We didn't know how deeply entrenched he was with you guys or if he wasn't. So we were just kind of like, okay, what is this? We're not,
I didn't know he told you guys something different. That he just went back to you guys we're cool. We good, guys.
Yeah.
I took care of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We good, dog. I got the police off our scent.
Yeah. I just told him I was waiting for a date. Not what happened. This is so funny.
Dead ass, bro. That shit failed immediately.
The thing is, he broke. He broke immediately, with little to no pushback. He immediately walked that back. I would have expected at least some degree of pushback or sticking to your story, right? But he
I am dating somebody.
Yeah,
I am waiting for a date. Leave me alone. Peels off. Yeah. I'm going on a date. Leave me alone. By Josh's house with Josh.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just ready here for one of my friends. Where's your friend at?
I think she was in this house. So I'm going on a date today. So I'm just.
Oh, gotcha.
So he messes up almost immediately here because he tells him the house across the street. Then he says this house behind him. He just is all over the place.
He's trying to think. He's trying to think of a line to come up with.
Yep.
Driveway. I thought this was I thought it was in the middle of the driveway. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Do you happen to have an ID on you?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see.
So they were just They were saying that you were recording their house.
I was.
Yeah.
I know there's another black car just over here. That was kind of being a little weird.
Yeah. Do you know what house you're picking that person up for a date?
Just right here.
This house?
Yeah.
See, now it
It's
changed.
all over.
Remember
This is
first-
by this
first-
point, it's all over.
Yeah, now they know. Like he
Yeah.
like now Tonga knows because it's like he initially told them that the house across the street. Now it's the one behind him.
No, that's interesting. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I'm getting
So-
dressed.
Like he was easy pickings at this
Yeah.
point.
hmm
Let me see. I totaled my car the other day, so I'm in the process of getting a new ID over to me at the moment. But I have a picture of it.
That's
cool.
perfect.
All right, let me.
See, and this is like this is something we noticed a lot, right? That he offers up information that he's not being asked for. He's just, telling the officer stuff.
What up?
I think it's a nervous thing. I think it's like a
Yeah.
nervous
Yeah.
tick.
Let me see. Sorry about that. Let's see. So what's going on exactly?
So I'll be over to talk with you in a second.
There's fucking Josh.
So
So I have a picture of my ID.
no,
somewhere.
you're fine.
Sorry about. I don't. Let's see.
Name and date of birth works too.
Benjamin Adams.
John, be careful.
But yeah, we'll mute it here because I think he gives up some of his personal details here. So
Mhm.
I'll just mute it here because I think he gives up more than just his name there. So
Yeah.
not trying to do that to the guy. I mean, the guy obviously needs to be held to account, but I don't want him to
Yeah.
be, I don't want
Yeah.
people to
I
go to
think
his
when he-
house or anything like that.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think when Tonga puts his phone down, I think it's over.
yeah, that's he gives.
Watch
a
me fuck
lot
up.
of information.
Watch him give like the most important information.
Yeah,
My
but
blood type is O.
I mean-
Like, oh shit. Like,
I mean, how did you feel about this stuff? Learning all this stuff after the fact. I mean, was it?
I would have been mad. I'm sorry, Tyler. How were you? I would have been
Oh
mad.
yeah.
You seem pretty easy going too, Tyler. You seem.
It's
you
funny.
seem
So I
like
had
you're-
one more interaction with him in between after like the video was done filming and when it came out. And he really screwed up with another YouTuber too. And that YouTuber's like, I don't want nothing to do with him. And then the unredacted body cam footage comes out and he does this to Ben too. It's like, what the heck, dude? It's just, yeah. So I kind of feel bad for him, but also like, dang, dude, like, why are you lying? Like, just be
Yeah.
honest. I don't know.
You're a good guy,
Yeah, I
dude.
think-
You're a really good guy.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you guys
You're
are because that's the thing too.
You're
Like,
good-
I
you're
don't.
good
All right,
people.
I think this is. Yeah, I think this is.
Way of
It might
proving
be
if you're
over.
lying to me right now.
Mhm.
Okay. But if you are recording, if you are here harassing this
Yeah.
individual,
Mhm.
that could be a problem.
Mhm.
Right. So
I respectfully have no idea about
so you
this.
don't have any idea of the situation that he's going through, any do you know of
Oh
anything?
my god,
with a
bro! You
reckless
should have prepared
bang?
Grok answers
No,
before
my
this.
name's Ben, but I'm not.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not.
It's over. It's
I
over.
don't know.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
So that's just what I'm advising because that's what he's telling me.
No, 100%. I totally. I mean, I'm down to stay out if you have any other questions.
No, you're fine.
I'm
That's
sorry for the inconvenience and everything.
no,
too.
you're fine.
might just-
Would you mind? They said that you were recording your house. Would you mind pulling up your pictures and then going to the bottom?
Yeah, going to the bottom.
Yeah, and just showing me your most recent.
So let's see. I do have a picture of the house, but not specifically like for that. It's just a cool house. I explore abandoned places and stuff, so I take a lot of cool aesthetic shots. If that seems off, let me see.
Just like this is all just
He
like
didn't even
digging
ask
his
you any of
grave.
that. He didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
all
he
digging
didn't
his
even
grave,
ask you any of
like
that.
giving up so much stuff for nothing. It's just wild. Like when we were going over this stuff with Sheldon, he was like, "I hate this guy."
Yeah,
It's
he
like-
was pissed.
So funny.
Yeah, because I know because he was there. He was there when Sheldon got arrested, and we went over that body cam just the other day though to see if he basically, was running his mouth, saying anything he shouldn't have been saying. But surprisingly, at least not that we saw, at least for when Sheldon was arrested, probably because Sierra was there. I guess he didn't. He didn't run his mouth. He didn't say anything that
Yeah.
incriminated anybody.
Yeah.
So, but this one I think is just worse because again, this is, you know, he's not being arrested. He didn't have to answer any of these questions, but yet he just like gives up so much. Like I said, I would have understood like during the Sheldon situation, him doing that because, oh shit, Sheldon just got arrested. Like, oh fuck, maybe I'm next, you know?
Yeah.
But none of that. The guy just completely folds. And then I don't know, I guess it rubs me the wrong way because again, he just didn't tell you guys, didn't prepare you guys for it. You know, he basically, you know, let you guys believe that everything was cool, that he handled it when nothing was further from the truth. And then
he pretended like nothing was wrong, John.
Yeah.
He pretended like everything was fine.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the issue we kind of have with it too, and why we feel like he needs to be held to account a bit. And you know, at the very least, I think owes you guys an apology for this, because this is just, I don't know, you can't really, again, and if it's a thing like, hey, I freaked out, and that's why I thought maybe if I complied with them, which would be reasonable. Like I said, I would still understand that, even though I don't think he should have given up that stuff. You know, maybe he's really nervous. He doesn't want to go to jail. But again, you know, tell people, hey, let them know what to expect. You know, but we'll move on from this, and we'll go to that infamous day that you were just hanging out, man. You just wanted to go hang out with, and then it's like, oh, police are here. Shit.
Yeah.
It's like the police are here. What's going on? All right, so let me get to that real quick here. That's the infamous raid, which was pretty wild too, to see that unfold. Because I'm sure, I know you've spoken with lawyers as well. Oh, and by the way, for those of you that don't know, he has a GoFundMe with Sheldon, right?
Yes.
For your legal defense. So we'll be posting that here in the chat for you guys to help out if you want to give this man some help, because you know, we're not going to ask you any questions in regards to what you know legal strategy or anything like that, or things like that. We know you guys have a potential pending case there, so we won't go over that. But let me go ahead and share that though here real quick in the chat. You know,
feel free to donate, help share it around, chat, get it going, light some fire on it,
help this man out. Yes. So here is the GoFundMe. Now this is for Sheldon and friends. So this is for you, Sheldon and Sierra, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So this is for their legal defense. Sharing it here in the chat. Be sure to either donate or share it. You know, spread the word. Let's help them get proper legal counsel there, so they can fight this out. I'm just trying to get to the body cam of that one day real quick. Yeah, just bear with me one sec here.
John, did you know somebody went over that? I think it was the American lawyer. Did you know that the owner was present during that raid?
Yes, I remember hearing that. I remember hearing that he was in the he was apparently in the truck of I think Adamson, right?
That the one guy who was talking about like, oh, the Desert Eagle Hydra, that guy, he was in his truck.
Crazy.
Yeah. Did you ever get a chance to meet the Airbnb owner while you were there, Tyler? Or no?
I've seen them. They're like a small family. They were like, it was a basement apartment, so like we were renting out the downstairs of their house. So they were just living above us. But we didn't
okay. So basically, yeah. So all right. So that's all right.
That explains
so
why
they were there,
the
yeah. And it would, Now it makes a little bit more sense. Like now, hearing that, because we get a better idea, right? Because they were actually there, and what was said that, oh, you know, they heard you guys over talking about, you know, stolen Legos and whatnot. And things like that. That makes more sense, because we were wondering, okay, how did they know what they were talking about if they were renting out the place, but they were actually there?
Yeah, they lived above us. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, didn't know that. That's good to know. All right. I think this is from before they go in. I think, right?
Yeah, I think they're preparing
when they're getting ready. Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is Adamson's camera. I'm not entirely sure, but I think, yeah.
Step outside, everybody.
So my understanding about this was the door was unlocked and they just kind of let themselves in.
Yeah, they did exactly. Yeah.
So they didn't like prior to them. So they didn't knock. They didn't say anything outside like, "Hey, AFPD, we're coming in." Nothing. They just opened the door.
They opened the door. I was like sitting closest to the door, and I looked back, and it's like a bunch of cops, and I was like, "Oh shoot!"
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh,
like, what
no.
the heck? Yeah, it was pretty surprising actually.
Yeah, it's pretty wild because you're just like just a couple days ago. It's just like I'm done with this. It's like what? Are you serious,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I thought I was done with this.
I don't want to make a joke out of it because I know that shit's a horrifying experience. But like, could you imagine how worse it could have been? Like if y'all were just like passing around a blunt or some shit, and they're like, "I knew it! I knew you were on drugs!" Like fucking.
Yeah, that would have been so funny.
Yeah, for real. Like, oh, I fucking knew it. I sensed it.
It's like, I saw it in your eyes. No.
Yeah. It would have been fucking wild. Oh my god.
No, but yeah, that's wild to me that they didn't even announce before and they just went in. Now, obviously, I guess because the owners were there, they had permission to do that. But it's such a weird thing because the search warrant obviously only should cover searches, not arrests. And the thing is, it was pertaining just to that downstairs area that you guys were renting out, and it seems like their search didn't seem all that thorough at all. From the body cam that's been put out there. So so
one could almost say they weren't there to look for Legos. Crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so there's Adamson. Now my understanding too is that this gentleman here with the long hair, I believe he's a minor, right?
Yeah, he was like 16 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they arrested this kid.
They arrested a minor.
They arrested all of you. Really, they didn't have any real cause to arrest you guys. I mean, because once they didn't find anything, they should have. I mean, you would think they should have cut you guys loose. So, was there ever any point where when they sat you down, did you ever hear any comments made? You know, that you guys will be free to go after this, that, or the other, anything like that, or anything that would lead you to believe that okay, well, this is just. They're just being dicks, but should be getting home soon.
I was pretty confident the whole time that they were gonna let me go because, like, I wasn't even a part of the video that day. They did like the whole GoFundMe party thing, and I wasn't even at that party. But I was definitely confused because like 0 laws were broken, and they said search warrant too. So it's like search. What are they searching for? Like the drugs they accused me of like a few days ago. I didn't know what they were searching for. So I was like so confused. I mean, you can see it in my face right there on the screen. I'm like, what the heck? I'm just like, what is happening right now?
Lego's code word for
one
drugs.
of the guys, actually the minor, he asked the cops, "Hey, what's the search warrant for?" And Officer Richardson's like, "I'd rather not say."
Oh my gosh.
So we're sitting here in handcuffs, not knowing what this search warrant's for, not knowing anything. We have 0 knowledge. And then when we ask questions, they're not answering the questions. They just said, "Oh, you'll have questions answered to you at the PD."
Oh my gosh, that's so freaking wild.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you, blah, 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 for the 5. Appreciate it. I want to know if Tyler, Ben, Sheldon, or one of the other people there complained to Airbnb.
That's a good question. I don't know. There has been a complaint on Airbnb. I won't say who did it though.
Okay, we'll leave that at that then.
Okay. Can I drop this?
Real quick, everybody just chill.
Yes, sir. Are we all going to prison today? Just curious. Are we all like?
We'll talk to you about that here in a second.
Okay.
Dang, that's pretty tight. Thank you.
Yes, I heard him ask. He's like, "Are we all going to prison today?"
Anybody else in the house?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. You can check.
Okay. Thank you.
So, I think Sheldon had mentioned this is one of your friends.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I remember seeing him also in the Sheldon video as well when he tried to ask Adamson some questions like, "Get out of here before you get arrested too."
Yeah. Crazy thing too. Actually, his wife divorced him because of this.
Really?
She left him. She tried to contact him while we were in the jail. She couldn't get a hold of him. And then she's like, why isn't he answering his phone? She tracked his location. And it was right in the middle of the jail. She just packed her bags and went to her mom's house. And now she's filing a divorce.
Oh, man. Bummer,
and,
man.
And he's trying to explain himself like, hey, I did nothing wrong. Like, they didn't even press charges on me. She's not willing to hear any stories. She's not willing to watch any of the videos. It's crazy. So, like, the repercussions on doing these videos is pretty intense.
Yeah, I'll say, man. I mean, imagine it's just like that's. I mean, obviously, I mean, there. I'm sure there's probably more to her wanting or looking for a reason to leave. Who knows? We could only speculate. But even still, just the fact that that's happening as a result of this is insane. You know, I mean, that's unfortunate. Yeah, our heart goes out to your friend, man.
Yeah,
you know?
sorry.
Yeah, for real. We had, we're sorry that happened to him, man. That really sucks.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, and that's the other thing. So you're saying like you're confused at this point in time, right? You're sitting here in cuffs and you're just like, this again, like what is what is happening? It's just like,
and they never brought up Legos as a reasoning, did they?
No, they never even mentioned Legos. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because they do that often too. They won't tell you anything, and then later they'll give a reason, kind of like they did with that guy that they beat the hell out of. And then they're like, "Oh, well, he assaulted one of our officers." I'm like, "Shut fucking."
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. It's just like this is this is one of the reasons why, like, when we saw these initial videos, right? When we watched this stuff, because I don't know. I'm sure you're probably not too familiar with our channel here, Tyler, but we had taken like a hiatus for like probably a year from making videos and stuff like that. But when we saw like what was going on, right, with this whole situation with Brian and then ultimately with the stuff that you guys had to put up with this police department, we got like pissed, and we're like, you know, I remember I called Oren. I was like, I think it's time to come back. Because this is like this needs to be seen through to the end. I really believe there needs to be like accountability for all the parties involved that caused the most amount of damage. That being, you know, the people at Bricks and Minifigs, the Mansell family, by extension, the Gormans, our boy Relic. I'm sure you've spoken to Relic, right?
I don't think so.
Franchisee.
You've never spoken to Relic?
You've never spoken to Relic?
I don't think so.
Okay. I thought you guys
sometime.
Yeah, we got to introduce you guys. So Relic is he's kind of like a Crystal Gorman. He's a former franchisee who got screwed by Josh and Brandon and Eamon. They basically more or less did what they did to Crystal. They seized his store and just gave him the boot, and then tried to leave him holding the bag with, you know, basically with $500,000 worth of debt.
Wow.
And just kicked them to the curb, man. Completely tried to ruin the guy's life after taking his store. And he just you know, he had to go through it, man, for a bit. And you know, he's another, you know, I'm sure he's one of probably several others, I mean, that have been, you know, basically screwed by this company, for lack of a better way to put it, because there's other people as well. They try to do it to another family of franchise owners based in California called the Messers, that they even tried to sue them. Unfortunately for Bricks and Minifigs, they lost that lawsuit, right? Because the Messers were kind of prepared. They were prepared before, and they actually kind of got the drop on Bricks and Minifigs and lawyered up before before trying to sever ties with them. And then when Bricks and Minifigs tried to sue them, the Messers actually beat them in court. Wow. And then there's another situation with the owner of Pallet. I think it's called Pallet Plastics or Pallet Plastic Bricks, I believe is the name of the company, where she was in litigation as well against Bricks and Minifigs, where they try to do similar things. They do have a pattern of behavior. It appears that they, due to, you know, franchise owners and how they end up taking stuff, seizing stuff from people, there seems to be a pattern of behavior that they have. So,
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Brian's incident is not the first, right? And Brian and Crystal's incident is probably not the first of them basically shafting people.
Mhm.
But
Ludwig told you John is plastic palate.
Plastic palate, that's what it is. Yeah. So we want to see like accountability for them, obviously, whether that be is them losing in court and having to pay substantial amounts to the parties involved there, but also for like this police department, for their civil rights violations on like you guys, and just the way they handle themselves, their conduct throughout this whole thing has been just really, really egregious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because just, like for the chat, so like we're not like super anti-police, but we're definitely anti-corruption. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
this is an instance where I think it's fair to say, you see corruption at a local police level that needs to be addressed. Punking says, Toy Bouncer saw someone else hit toys and they were like, hey, that's our stick. Well, I don't know about that, but we were just
it was kind of serendipitous in that aspect. It just happened to be about like Lego,
Yeah,
we were
it just happened to be about
like,
Lego, exactly. But yeah, no, we wanted to come back and talk about it because we're just like we want to see accountability for these people that caused all this. I mean, look at this. I mean, your friend here. I mean, that's a damn shame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How long was he married, if you don't mind my asking?
It was less than a year. They just like hit their 1 year mark like at the beginning of this month, but they're no longer married, so it was less than a year.
That still sucks though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. It's just like you see situations like this where there's other people that are going to be collateral damage. And just like you have this young man here, which I don't know, I'm assuming this was the first time he got arrested, right? And that's not something you want to have on your record at such a young age, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Being arrested. I mean, obviously he's not going to be, I think it's fair to say he's not going to be convicted of anything, but even still, how that might appear to people, right?
Yeah.
So.
Dang. Yep. Come sit down over here. Are you okay with that, Jensen? Yep. Okay. American Fork Police Department, make yourself known. Hey.
There's Adamson, everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
That guy, man. He's something.
Sit down here. Just keep this stuff away from him.
So when you're sitting here next to Ben, right? Is there a point in time where you guys get to talk, or or they're just like these guys are just hovering over you, waiting for you guys to say something incriminating? Did you just stay quiet the entire time? No whispers, nothing.
Yeah, I was just like super compliant, like say nothing, because obviously I'm in handcuffs. I don't know what's about to happen, so I don't know. It was intimidating for sure.
No, I think that's probably the best approach, especially considering they have body cams and stuff. But I'm just wondering if there was ever any point where they were like far enough away where just like where you might have, it's like where you're just like, Ben, man, I was trying to avoid this stuff.
So funny.
Because Ben seems like a pretty easygoing guy. So he's like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Exactly.
Don't worry, Tyler. It's gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be all right, dude.
So funny.
we like Ben's like, because Ben comes off as pretty wholesome and sincere. So we imagine he's actually he comes off as very genuine. So we imagine he's like that, right? He's just kind of laid back all the time, and
exactly.
Because I saw like when he got arrested before this, right? When outside of Josh's house and whatnot. I saw Ben say that was actually the first time he had ever been arrested before. He's like, it's the first time I've ever been arrested. And then it's like, and then like he gets arrested again, like what a day or two later gets arrested again. It's like
crazy.
That's gotta be wild. And you too. It's just like you're arrested this time, because before it was just them messing with you in the car. So did they end up like searching your bag and stuff? I assume they were digging through your bag and whatnot, making sure you didn't have drugs on you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They took it to the jail and stuff like that, but Yeah.
All right.
Oh my
It's freaking wild. It's like, we're gonna find him this time, Tyler. We
Yeah.
got you now, boy.
It's fucking stupid.
We got you now.
Mind,
This is freaking wild.
that's all.
This is like,
Police department. You're in here, make yourself known.
so my
God, that's-
understanding is, so this whole thing happened, I think, after Sheldon was arrested. Is that right?
Yeah, he had been arrested probably like 40 minutes before all this went down.
That's crazy, man.
Mhm.
Wow. That is the timing of that, right? They go in and arrest him, then this happens.
They arrested everyone but Dickless Ben. I mean, Spineless. Fuck. I
Oh
did it
yeah,
again.
yeah,
Sorry.
everyone except him.
Yeah, sheesh. That's wild.
So funny.
Yeah, how he avoided all that, right? It doesn't seem like their search is very thorough either. It
They're not
seems
looking
like
under
it's-
any beds. They're not
Yeah.
really, opening
Like
like cupboards.
Yeah, I found
they're
that
not
weird.
looking
It's
through
just
any
like,
drawers or nothing.
yeah, you would think that they would like toss the place, right? To look at them, try to find the places.
Find the
where you would
Legos,
think-
yeah.
Yeah, where you would think somebody would try to hide something that they stole.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you don't see any of that. It's wild. Like you don't check on the couch cushions on the couch, nothing. Just like
Nothing, yeah.
Let's go hang out with them. Thank you.
it's just it's just basically just a cursory glance.
Exactly.
Put it in my backpack.
Yeah, I'll put it. Here, I'll
Yeah, I just don't want it to lose. Like to lose it.
He just got it like a couple.
Yeah,
days
I
ago.
just barely bought those. So.
This is, oh man, this is.
Yeah.
So which officer is this that's searching you guys here? Because I don't think that's Tonga.
I get you.
Yeah, it doesn't look
Oh,
like
it is Tonga. I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
it
this
is.
Tonga?
hmm
Okay. Looks different there for some reason.
We gone over him. Tonga. Tonga. Okay. Sounds good. We gone over him. Well, he searched me. We can search me.
Okay, so it is Tonga. Yeah, he,
Yeah.
or he just called him Tonga.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Quinn searched.
They got.
Actually, Stacy searched.
Tell me about that cat, man. What's up with that cat?
Oh, he was nice. He was chill.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I saw like he was laying before chilling. Then he just comes up. He's like, oh, hands. He just starts messing with you guys.
So funny. Put that in my backpack, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the side pocket.
Yeah, that's fine.
See, this is, I think why also this makes people so incensed when they watch this stuff is the fact that you guys are just like, you guys are being like super compliant. You're being truthful. You're not really, you're not like trying to.
They didn't find any
escape.
Legos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't find any Legos. You're being super compliant. You're not like, like fuck you, pig, or anything like that. You're just,
Yeah.
y'all are being very respectful, compliant. You know what I mean? Not running your mouths. Just, it's like, okay,
Mhm.
but yet it's like all this is like, so it just seems like so much overkill.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. For a situation that honestly, it's just like, I think could have easily been resolved right then and there, right? They just ask you guys some questions. Okay, well, didn't find nothing, right? You guys can go, but then you guys get all booked in, and then you were interrogated, right?
Yeah, I was in the jail for about 2 to 3 hours, I would say.
That's insane, man.
Yeah, and then they had like an interrogator come talk to me, and literally the only reason he was talking to me was just to try to get me to snitch on Ben, which obviously there were no laws broken, so what is there to snitch about? But
No, exactly. So was there ever any point where you considered like during the interrogation, like saying just like lawyer, or you just like, nah, I'm good because I'm pretty sure they ain't got nothing. So
that's
pretty
exactly what it
confident?
was. I was like, they got nothing. Like, I felt like we were 100% innocent, so there's no way, even if I like talked, that they could charge us with anything, right? But they still got Ben up. They still got him locked up, so that was crazy.
Yeah, because you all got let loose before him. I know that. I think he's the one that had to wait the longest in order to be released and
They
whatnot.
held them for like 6 hours, didn't they?
Yeah, something crazy like that, right? and you all got let go relatively close. How was that for you though, man? It's just like, you know, who's your one phone call to?
Oh, I didn't have a phone call in jail, but
They didn't give me your phone call.
They didn't give me a phone call in jail, but the second I got out, I called my wife and was like, "Hey, I made it out of jail," and she's like, "Oh heck yeah, you're making it home for dinner." That was pretty funny, but yeah, no phone call while I was in the jail. No.
That's cool, man. Thank goodness, man, that you got a chill wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I mean, I think any and rightfully so, right? I think any wife or husband in a situation would be like, what the hell, what happened? You know what I mean? It would be like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Like what?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Or did your wife kind of already know because of like what happened with your car being tossed and stuff like that? Did she kind of have did you kind of already hey, listen, I'm not trying to get arrested, but there's a possibility that the cops might get me because I'm hanging out with Ben. And was there ever a conversation like that with your wife? You know,
yeah, she was aware of the risks and stuff like that, especially because like 2 days before, like the whole 2.5 hour drug search or whatever, like our multiple stops and stuff. She was aware of the risks, but she was still okay. Like as long as you don't like actually break the law, like you're fine to keep filming. Yeah. So I don't think she was really surprised at all when she saw that I got arrested.
That's cool. That's cool. Oh, there's somebody in the chat. Oh, is this your wife?
Oh, that's her.
Shout out.
Let's go.
Shout out to Mrs. Shaw.
That's so funny.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome, man. No, but I'm glad, you know, and I'm glad that she was understanding in the situation, you know.
Yeah.
That's really great. I'm really happy that it didn't cause any kind of, stress or strife on her or
problems and stuff like that
to both of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because especially considering what you told us about your friend, and like I said, heart goes out to your friend, and hopefully he can resolve that situation. I really do hope he can resolve that situation.
Yeah.
Because it's unfortunate, and that's what I mean. It's just like that's another big takeaway from all this too. Again, is the collateral damage it does to other people. Mm-hmm. And how it could potentially ruin them, their lives, opportunities for them in the future, because this police force doesn't want to do things, by the book the right way.
Yeah. It
seems. And there is a pattern of behavior to kind of substantiate that we've seen in past videos. Like I said, I'll send you if you want to see like the lackluster videos for yourself when you have,
mm-hmm.
when you have time. There's some pretty heinous examples of them doing some pretty messed up stuff.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. So I want to ask you about this. Is this this part right here, was this before or after the interrogation that you went through? This part right here, is this when you're being booked or?
This is, I think, around the time they're.
Here, let me lower that a little bit here. There we go. Do you want to walk with me? Here, we'll go put it right here.
Oh yeah, this is I think when they're releasing us.
Okay.
They offered us like a ride back to the Airbnb, and I was like, no, we're good. We can walk back.
Okay. Well, how far is the station from there? It was within walking distance. Not.
No, it was like 2 miles, but I did not want to ride from the police.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, screw y'all, man.
Screw you guys. I'll walk the 2 miles, and then we actually had a buddy come pick us up like right after. So
yeah, it's pretty wild, right? Because it's just like it's almost like like insult to injury, right? Almost like a consolation prize. It's like you guys just inconvenienced all of us for really no reason, and then
they did that to Janine Thorpe. Remember, they busted into her house. They were dragging her out, and then they were like, "Oh shit, this is illegal." And they're like, are you okay, ma'am? Do you want to talk about it? Like, what the fuck? Get out of the house.
They tried to do this thing. That's another thing too. And that's a good point that Aura is bringing up there, because if you see the body cam footage with the lady we were discussing before, Janine Thorpe, there is an instance where you see that the police officer has I guess a moment of clarity, right? A moment where he realizes like, oh shit, I might have fucked up here. So he kind of walks back a little bit, and then he tries to rationalize why he did what he did, which is it's insanity, man.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just I guess we could just show you that part real quick. It's part of Lackluster's video. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. I'll bring it up just to show you, because it feels like that's kind of their their go-to when they realize that they've messed up. Is that they decide, oh no, I guess now we'll be we'll play good cop now.
Are you okay? Do you need anything? You want some cocoa? Like, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you want a blanket? You want a blanket?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like right here. So mind you, these cops are here to serve a citation.
Uh-huh.
They didn't have a warrant. All they needed to do, honestly, was drop this off. But they wanted to be forceful about stuff.
Yeah.
These people were well within their right to not even open the door. If they
That was in the middle of the
like,
night too. What time does it say, John?
Yes, it was in the middle of the night. Let me
like
see.
10 p.m.
Yeah, like 10. It's like that's like what? Yeah, like 10 o'clock at night, 10:54. Yeah, so this was back in 2021.
This has been
so
an ongoing issue for a long time. You've been asked to stop, and so you
Stop at what?
So you were caught on video throwing rocks.
So right there, he's lying.
Yeah.
He's telling her that she was caught on video throwing rocks, when even the neighbor, although she claims that this woman was throwing rocks at her, even outright says, like, I recorded it, but you can't see her doing it. It admits to the fact that none of the video footage that she has shows this lady or anybody at this house throwing rocks at her.
Wow.
So this cop says, we caught you on video. Again, none of the video shows that.
Down at your neighbor. That is an assault with an attempt to do bodily injury.
Hey, first of all, I haven't been home.
So you can sign this, or you don't have to.
How long ago was
No,
this?
you said you don't want to talk, so we're not going to talk. You can sign it.
Okay, thank you. We'll talk to you later.
No, you sign it. It's a charge.
It's a citation too, by the way. They don't even have to accept it. So the cops, honestly, they could have just left it on the doorstep and left. They didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You not have to sign it.
They barge in.
Let go. Let go.
Just calm down.
I am down. Let go of me. This is my home. Get out of here. No.
Walk out slow.
Whoa. Stop pulling me.
Whoa. Janine.
And this is in front of their kids too, by the way. They're doing all this in front of their kids.
Get this out of my face. Janine. I will. I will, but he needs to stop pulling my arm.
We're done.
Stop pulling my arm.
She does not have to sign shit.
Get out of this
She
house.
does not have to sign shit.
Okay, you guys do need to accept this
Right
copy of
here.
the citation.
Lay it on the ground. Like the
Oops, we fucked up.
See, now they realized, oh shit, we just escalated this to a point that it didn't need to get to. Right? Like the officer whose primary point of view that you see from this point realizes, like, oh fuck,
You need to take this paper. This is fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Asshole did. Lay it on the ground.
Let go.
Lay it on the ground and get out of my house. Get out of my house.
Now he's trying to be nice, cop.
Give me the.
Now this one here with his hand on her shoulder.
He's got his hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, he's trying to be good cop now.
We are done here.
After he's the one that initially burst through the door.
Wow.
This guy is acting like a freak. I don't need you guys doing this.
No,
I wasn't even home. I've been at my neighbor's house. So I don't understand.
So you have to
out.
You have to accept
He needs to get out.
Take it. Out. 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 Out.
Get out of the house.
Out. Out. Get out. Get out. Why are you in the house?
I'm explaining the whole
Get out.
incident of what
Get out.
Okay.
Get out.
Okay.
Get out.
You want to talk about
Get
it?
out.
I would like you to get out of
Get
the
out.
Go.
Get out. Get out of the house. Now. Get out. Get out! Get out! Get out!
I'm not turning my back on you.
You don't have to turn your back on me. Just get
Turn my back on after I went into your house.
into my house again. I am allowed to close the door. Oh, yes. You can drop the paper on the ground like the last dickhead did, and that's all that there is.
We can technically take her to jail on this. We don't want to.
What do you need to talk to me? I've been at my neighbor.
They technically cannot take her to jail for this because they don't have a warrant, and they just busted through her door with no with no cause whatsoever.
Yeah.
Listen,
See, and this officer realizes that now. That's why he's so flustered. He's like, "Oh shit, I really messed up," and it's all on body cam.
I think he's holding back tears, John.
Yeah.
Like
he realizes that they just made a huge mistake.
with the charges being presented, with assault, with a rock, we take this very seriously. Okay, whether it happened or not, we have video surveillance of what occurred. Okay,
They don't. They have the word of the neighbor saying that she swears that it's her doing this, but none of the video shows that. None of the video shows her actually doing any of that.
Yeah.
Police officer have the right, if I see the suspect, can go and detain her and arrest her.
The threshold of a home is one of the clearest boundaries in American law. An officer cannot simply push past your threshold because they want to issue a citation, ask you questions, or make a point by attacking your wife. To enter, police generally need a warrant, valid consent, or a specific emergency that courts call exigent circumstances. Without one of those, the Constitution requires officers to stay outside, which is why it is recommended that you never answer your door for law enforcement. After all, if they can come in, they will. But here, the officers had no warrant, no consent, and no exigent circumstance. And when they forced their way across the threshold to attack Chris's wife, it became an unlawful entry into a home.
That's what we were trying to do. Was just have her sign the citation. With you shutting the door on us, listen. With you guys retreating back before we were done with the process, that gives me grounds to go and detain her.
No, it doesn't. Everything he's saying right here is absolute bullshit. They could have slammed the door right in his face, and there wouldn't have been a fucking thing he could have done about it. And part of my French, it pisses me off. It just makes me mad because, like I said, it shows that they obviously have a history of just doing this kind of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just very unnerving to hear them trying to rationalize it, because that hasn't changed. It's just like, again, you see it here, you see it in all the examples that Lackluster shows in his videos of them doing stuff like this. Hell, like I said, when we were, that's why, like, when we were going through all the different body cam footage with, in regards to Ben and you and Sheldon and everybody else, it was just like, look at this, man. It's just like, they have like this, they have their process, which seems to be like, okay, let's go down this little checklist here. Okay, we can't get them on this, but can we get them on this?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't get them on that. Can we get them on this? It's like they're always looking to find some kind of a reason. You know what I mean? Instead of just being like, hey, we ain't got shit. Let's just let it go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but they're always like, they always try to rationalize it somehow to make a justification for it, which is insane, man. And you'll hear it here. Like, I want to show you this because it's pretty bad. Like, you'll see it.
We're not going to say anything else. We're not going to talk to you guys. Fine. We've got the paperwork. We've got the paperwork. We already have an attorney.
Perfect.
Good night. Goodbye.
I'm just explaining why it occurred. Why?
Okay. Well, then you just told us that. But I don't need him digging his fingernails into my arm.
Listen.
Keep up the dirty ass look. You're gonna be sorry for it.
This is all being recorded.
I know it is. Oh, you're being recorded too.
Well. You understand where we're coming from.
I understand.
I don't need assholes like him.
I understand there's a lawsuit against the city of American Fork PD.
And that's
fine. Yes.
I just was trying to explain why things happen, because we don't know if you're growing in to grab a gun or not.
Okay, bullshit.
That is ridiculous. No,
I don't know that. I don't know
The bullshit
is that you're listening to these goddamn fucking fuckers,
We're
and
sick.
all they ever do is give you guys full of shit, bullshit lies.
And I don't know you guys. I don't know the story.
And that's key right there, right? What he just
Yeah.
said, because that's what led to this whole situation, because they took the side of the neighbor without doing the due diligence of coming to even just talk with these people and try to
Yeah.
get their side before anything. They just
Dang.
automatically assumed that the neighbors were the ones telling the truth, just because the neighbors are the ones that called the police first. So they just took their side, took their word for it, didn't come and talk to these people at all. And that's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's like the same thing with you guys. Instead of just maybe talking with you guys, really trying to get your side of it, they just assumed that all you guys were just guilty. It's like,
Yeah.
like I said, the officers with you is, oh, you're definitely on drugs. Yeah, really? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well,
It's just
that
like,
don't make sense, John. That don't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
what is it? You're being what they said, that she's under arrest, but she's not going to jail, but that she's been charged with assault and throwing rocks. And then at the end of it, he's like, I don't know the situation after all that shit. Pendejo.
Crazy.
Pendejo, John. Call him one.
yeah, it's really stupid. Yeah, absolute pendejo. Yeah.
I'm just here to assist him, and all I was told that there was an assault. And so
assault?
Yes.
Okay.
So now he's like downplaying it too. He's downplaying his involvement. He's like, I'm just here to assist him.
So I
First
don't
of all-
want. So
first
you
of all-
telling her that she's here. Your wife's here.
We're good. We're good.
But I just want to
Let the
explain.
little boy go.
I'm just explaining why
Get a real man's hair.
why.
Craig, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Officer
Blackburn. My name's on the citation.
Oh, he's real proud of it. He
But
must
you
need
understand
help.
that?
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm not saying you're going to go grab a weapon, but with the way that police are treated nowadays, it's
So let me tell
very.
you something. And so that you will both know is that that property down there does not belong to them.
Okay.
Okay, there are property line markers that clearly
So this is a
indicate
criminal
and
matter.
show.
This isn't a civil matter.
Okay, I'm not talking about a civil matter.
You are talking about a civil matter.
Okay,
right?
I'm not talking about a civil. I am talking about
The neighbor's the one complaining.
fact that
Yeah.
You're the one
there-
bothering them.
That is a civil matter.
Hey, Blackburn, do you not know how to not interrupt?
Do you?
Do you know how to
Because
answer
we
a
were
question
talking to your
without
wife.
any
We weren't
question?
talking to you. This has
Okay,
nothing
fine.
to do with
Have a
you.
good night.
So
Have a good night.
no, you're good. Have a good rest of your guys' night.
See, now listen to this. Listen to this,
I
Tyler.
don't want them to
No,
run in
that's-
to grab a weapon. That's my biggest. You're not going to shut the door on us when you have the suspect right there, and you're known to cause assault. Like, we weren't done with the process. You're not running in to grab something.
So you see, he's like trying to rationalize it after the fact because he knows his body cam is on.
He's trying to excuse what he did.
He's trying to excuse basically why what just happened. Like, oh, this is why I did what I did, because he knows his body cam's on. It's being recorded. This is for sure going to get back to their superiors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's just trying to make sure he's got all the excuses out on record, at least in some form.
Wow.
The following day, Chris's wife went to the hospital to document several injuries that she says were caused when Officer Blackburn and Craig unlawfully rushed through their front door and grabbed her. In 2023, Chris and his wife filed a lawsuit against multiple officers, the American Fork Police Department, and Cedar Hills City. The lawsuit includes 26 causes of action, alleging a broader pattern of biased policing, ignored complaints, improper citations, warrantless entry into their home, unlawful seizure, excessive force, and an attempted post-incident cover-up. Unbeknownst to me, Brandon Grable from the channel Clearly Established also covered this case, and I'll link his video below. A big thanks.
Yeah, and that's a great channel too, by the way, Clearly Established. But yeah, that's just to give you an idea, like I said, and that because that's one of those egregious examples we were telling you about where they just clearly violated this person's civil rights, along with the guy who basically got the crap kicked out of him.
Yeah.
It's bad. And then like the other people, luckily the other people, they never answered the door. And what's crazy about their case though is when the husband for that one when he tried to get the records, right? The citations that they came to serve at his door. There was like 2 or 3 of them. He went to ask for copies of those, and conveniently, they were nowhere to be found. He never got them. The American Fork Police Department didn't have them when he requested.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think he was, from my understanding, it seemed like the husband in that particular case, he was probably looking to get evidence to file a lawsuit. As far as I know, there's no lawsuit filed there. So that's probably why he was trying to get all that information. But conveniently, like I said, they couldn't find the citation for obstruction that they were trying to, cite his wife or him and his wife with for not opening the door to them and stuff like that. None of that. Couldn't get any of it. So there's clearly a pattern here, like I said, and it's unfortunate because, like I said, hey, look, I support police that actually do their job and do it the right way, but it's just like, but there needs to be accountability for officers like this, like the guys that you dealt with,
Yeah, exactly.
And I get that it's like a small city, small police department, but that's not an excuse to just be like, well, screw it. You know what I mean? We'll do things differently here because we're small, So, but I guess we can open up questions here to the chat. If you guys got any questions for Tyler, and thank you again for joining us, Tyler.
Yeah, thank you.
For being here with us, man.
For your time.
Yeah, we appreciate taking
for
the time.
sure.
Yeah, but do you all have any questions for Tyler regarding this whole crazy situation?
What's it like to work with Ben? Is it fun? Is it like really
Oh, it's
fun?
pretty sick. We got some epic projects that we've like filmed other than like Bricks and Minifigs stuff, and they're gonna probably be bigger than Bricks and Minifigs. So I'm excited for like the future.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah. So it's good to hear that like none of this stuff like, stopped you guys from, keeping on doing your thing and making content and growing and everything.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got to say too, man, you seem to be in really good spirits, man. And that's refreshing to see that you're not letting any of this stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like you're all smiles, you're good. You're just like, you've been just, just shooting the shit with us, just chilling.
Yeah.
Let's go. Glad. I
So
mean, because I would imagine.
How long you been doing YouTube?
I started my own channel, like, I would say like 2 years ago.
2 years. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I was going to say, cause like, do you like doing more cameraman stuff or just like,
oh yeah, I'm getting into like my own stuff. I've like infiltrated like a bunch of cults and stuff on my own channel just by myself.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, I've been like in the process of editing some pretty crazy stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of fun just doing it on my own.
Oh,
we'll link his channell.
Cool. So is your, we'll definitely link your channel here. So, I mean, when you started your channel, was it inspired by like what Ben was doing, or did you have a, did you have a completely different?
Yeah, I was Ben's cameraman for the McCamey Manor, like the finale of his series on that, and it really inspired me to start my own channel. And then I started it, and then I kind of wasn't happy with the work I was doing, so I just like started a new channel, which is the channel now. But yeah, Ben's for sure like the reason that I even started YouTube.
Oh, right on, man. That's
Yeah.
cool, man. So you're definitely more interested in the documentary style,
The journalism. Yeah, I love it. I love it a lot.
Yeah, I'll link Tyler's channel here in the chat for those of you that want to, give the man a sub, show him some support and stuff. Yeah, we're it's funny because this is like that's actually my favorite style of video making as well. If you look at any of my like past stuff, it's more retrospective documentary type of stuff because that's always been like my primary interest too.
Nice.
It's just there's something about it. I don't know. Yeah, I like doing the whole looking for information and then relaying it in a way that's entertaining or what I mean. It's just like it's just fun. I find it to be fun and fascinating too. Although my content, my past content is more like more video game, toy related, type of stuff. But it's fun. It's I totally get it, man. What you guys are doing though, you guys are actually like out there pounding the pavement, like actually going to locations and doing stuff like that.
For sure.
So there's got to be a rush, you know, that comes with that too. Just like, oh,
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because Ben seems like the kind of guy. Because again, you know, we ask you because obviously you've actually had time to spend with him. I know that he does like the slacklining thing.
Oh yeah.
So you know, he seems like the kind of guy that is a little bit for the rush of like, you know, doing this kind of stuff, like going out there, you know what I mean, and just like getting right into the thick of it. So
yeah,
that's a cool way. That's a cool way to go about it. For sure. Definitely keeps you active. That's for dang sure.
100%.
Yeah. So I'm looking on your channel though. I'm seeing, so you did kind of a Scientology thing yourself here. It looks like, right?
I did Scientology. The biggest one I've done is the FLDS. That one was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's wild, man. Because you know,
like,
I'm gonna have to check that out then, man, because I've watched like documentaries and stuff like that before about FLDS, and it's just like it's pretty wild, man. That's still for those of you that don't know in the chat, FLDS is Fundamentalist Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
They're basically a more extreme kind of antiquated version of Latter-day Saints. They practice bigamy, you know, and they're probably a lot of the reputation precedes them because of people like Warren Jeffs, which I'm sure you're familiar with, Tyler. Warren Jeffs and all that. That could be like a whole nother stream that we could probably talk about that on. But
you down for that, Tyler? You want to talk about like cults and shit?
That'd be crazy. Yeah, I'm in the middle of making a documentary right now where I like got chased out of a cult and
get out of here.
Like hid in their bushes at 4:00 in the morning and like got everything on camera. Dude, like it was crazy. So I've got some huge videos like coming out like super soon. That'll
right on, man. Yeah, let us know before, but we'll promote the hell out of it. We can.
Sounds dope as hell.
Yeah, because I mean, I think that would be probably a fun stream to do sometime in the future. Because I've looked at the stuff with FLDS too before a little bit, and it's just like, and Scientology too. What's crazy about Scientology though, man, is that when you get on their bad side, man, they pull no punches, man.
Oh yeah, I've been stalked by them actually. They showed up to like my work and stuff.
Oh, they fair gamed you.
I believe it.
Did.
I believe it.
It was pretty crazy. Same lady that did my my Dianetics course. She showed up to my work. I saw her at Walmart randomly in my city, like an hour away from the Scientology building. Like super weird. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool actually. It's fun. I guess they like me.
That's insane. They fair gamed you, dude. That's
pretty funny.
For those of you in chat that don't know what fair gaming is, so basically when you get on Scientology's bad side and they see that you're publicly disparaging them, if they find out and it has the potential to do damage, they do what's called fair gaming, which is basically them going as far as like picketing your house. They try to ruin your reputation. They will try to get you fired from your job. They will hire private eyes to follow you around to see if there's dirt on you. They do a lot of really, really, really fucked up stuff. Like they go out, they'll like picket. They'll have people picket in front of your house, like, you know, saying a lot of disparaging things and defamatory things about you.
Dang.
Anything they can do to like ruin you,
you
know, or to like I said, anything they could try to find, that they will try to do, especially if you're making enough noise about them. They will go all out to try to, you know, get back at you, and it's insane. They pull no punches with that shit. Yeah, they do some really ill stuff. Yeah, I've seen you know, and read a lot of stuff about the lengths that Scientology is willing to go to just to try to like scare you and to try to keep you from talking out against them. They really don't like that.
Yeah,
crazy shit, bro.
They don't want to be criticized. Nothing. Yeah, they're insane, man. It's very, 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 very cultish.
How do you deal with like stress and stuff, bro? How do you deal with it? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
I'm just like an adrenaline junkie, so I like being on the edge.
Good answer.
I like being like, oh, am I gonna be okay? Am I not gonna be okay? I kind of like that feeling of like maybe I'm not gonna be okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe I'm like psychotic for that. I don't know.
No, you're cool. I envy you. I envy you for that. Hell yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. No, hell yeah. I'm like, oh shit, is this gonna work? Like fucking I do that and waste time doing that. Yeah. So
No, it's good that you don't let it get to you, because I think you kind of have to have that kind of will, I think, to take on these kinds of projects, right? Especially when it comes to like, invading cults, or trying to get on the inside, doing that kind of investigative work where you're, undercover essentially.
Yeah.
And just trying to, find out information, and then you got to constantly make sure you watch what you're saying so that you don't give yourself away. So I can imagine it could be stressful, but at the same time, you gotta have the will to do it. Like when we were looking at this whole situation, right, between, you guys and Ben and all that, honestly, it's good that Ben has the conviction he has, because we were saying, like, anybody else after getting arrested, might have just said, screw this, yeah, I ain't trying to ruin my life here, and I'm done. Brian, you're on your own. Sorry, buddy. It would have been out. So it's just like, but I guess that's, you got to be willing to make that kind of sacrifice too, in order to, do the right thing, or at least to accomplish a goal.
For sure.
So, it's good to see that you're kind of pick up that torch too a little bit, and try to do the same thing, like get on the inside of this stuff and see what's going on.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah. I see.
Are we stealing questions from the chat? I feel like we're taking all the questions.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Did anybody in chat ask questions? Oh, I'm so sorry, chat. Let me see if everybody's asking
I just wanted to throw that out. I was like, I feel like we're hogging Tyler's time.
Yeah. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Okay, so we have a question from Rachel Linder. She says, so Tyler, when are the official minifigures of you and your crew coming out? I need to pre-order and hook up. LOL.
Dude,
That'd be pretty sick. Cool. I have no idea. Maybe we'll hit someone up and get that done. That'd be sick.
Lego should do it. Why not? Lego.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on now.
That'd be so cool.
It would be cool. I'd buy one. I don't even fuck with Lego, and I'd buy one.
So Rachel Linder says, LOL, Tyler told the cop he was going through his hockey bag that it smelled.
That's so funny.
Okay, let's see. Mia Foxy says, has Tyler's day-to-day returned to normal, or are there new things he worries or watches for?
I've been followed by the cops like a few times, like throughout the neighborhood in American Fork. But other than that, like, I follow every single law, so I haven't gotten pulled over. But I've been tailgated multiple times since Ben left Utah.
Wow. So they're like surveying you and shit.
They're keeping an eye on you.
To get to my house, a lot of the times I have to pass Joshua Johnson's house. So just passing his house, they're like always on edge, dude. I feel like I don't know what's going on. It's crazy.
That's so awkward, bro.
Yeah.
It's so awkward.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
man.
crazy, man.
I just wish I had like what is it, that attitude that you guys have, because I think I crashed out on Josh the other day because he wore a flannel with no fucking shoes, and I'm like, this fucking guy.
So why isn't he wearing shoes? Yeah.
It's like, wearing a flannel means it's cold. Why are you not wearing shoes? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So Rodney Hash asks, Tyler, what point was the most fearful during this whole thing?
Nothing was fearful. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Having the AR-15, like guns drawn out, was the most fearful part of it all. Because you never know, like they could shoot you. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Could you imagine, especially if they got an itchy trigger finger and somebody just happens to like drop something, right, and it makes them think like, oh shit, they're opening fire or some shit.
Look at what they did to the guy buying groceries on his way out the store.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah, like they totally bum rushed that guy. Like that's great. They could do anything. So yeah. Man. Getting all backed up over it.
So Little Elbrick says, Tyler, I'm an independent filmmaker with degree and lived in Utah for nearly 20 years. If you need advice or help with videos in Utah, contact me. Okay. I had similar situations in Utah too.
Heck yeah.
That is at Little Elbricks.
Nice.
What's the best way to get a hold of you, Tyler?
It was Instagram, but now my Instagram account's frozen. So I gotta recover that. I don't know. I guess email.
email.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that on your channel?
I'll link it to my channel.
Okay,
ASAP.
so I'll link his channel again for those of you that want to contact him. Here's Tyler's channel. I went ahead and put it again in the chat. Yeah, be sure to give the man a sub. Show him some support. Make sure you subscribe and check out his videos, and follow him on whatever socials. I guess that you are. You're not on X, I assume, right?
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't blame you. It's okay.
Yeah, it seems like it seems the way. It seems the way. So, all right, we'll take this last question, then we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. But Tyler, can you stick around after we go off the air?
Possibly, yeah.
All right. Okay. So, this is getting dumb. Any plans on going to the city hall on the 14th? I'm not sure what that's in reference to.
I have no idea what that's about, but if I hear anything about it, then maybe I'd be open to it.
I can assume it's about the AFPD, but that's just an assumption.
Just like a meeting or something, like a town
I would
hall
say,
meeting?
I would think so, because like you can go to like your town hall and express that, like these motherfuckers suck.
Oh yeah.
But,
I heard that you can just go up to the mic and just like say whatever. Is that true?
I believe so.
Part, I don't know if
if that was the case, that'd be so sick. Actually, I would do that. That sounds so fun.
Yeah. There's been a few. Yeah, I know there's been a few people that have uploaded videos of those town hall meetings where people are just like, complaining about American 4. Like, why are you all wasting so much money and time? They're looking for Legos and shit when there's actual crimes happening.
Yeah.
It's like people,
for real.
So funny.
Like people getting pissed and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I think
the
only thing is to not cuss, because I don't know where this guy was from, but he's like, y'all can kiss my ass, and they're like, oh no, shut up, get out of here. Yeah.
You can't say that.
Yeah. Well, they just didn't like it. He could say it, but they didn't like him saying it.
Earmuffs for the children. Earmuffs.
Like, you're rude. Get out of here. Like,
yeah.
So, but anyways.
Yeah, but we'll go ahead and wrap it here. Tyler, thank you so much for joining us, man. It's been fun. We appreciate you answering the questions, because it's always interesting to get the perspective of somebody that was actually there when some of this stuff went down. So we appreciate you coming on and talking about your experience here with us, man. Really. And we hope to have you on again, man.
Thanks
we
for
had a lot of fun.
me.
Yeah, of course, man. We hope to have you on again if you're down, man.
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it here. Tyler, stick around for a moment, but chat, y'all, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate your questions. And we'll catch you all on the next stream.
Thanks for hanging out. Y'all take care.